Welcome to Kids Academy.
Hi and welcome to the Kids Academy chess course. My name is Robert Lazorchak and I'm a certified teacher with international and national chess teaching certifications. I will be your guide as we begin to master this great game. Now let's get to the chess. Hi, it's Coach Rob from Kids Academy, and today we're going to learn about the most important piece in chess, and that is the king. Now, the king is the leader of the army. I like to think of him as the commander of the army. And really, it's our job in chess to keep our king safe and attack our opponent's king. That's how you win a game, and it's also how you lose the game. You can tell which piece is the king because he is always the tallest piece on the chessboard, and he has a little cross over his head, or it looks like a plus sign. Here is the white king on the chessboard, and now let's learn how the king can move. The king, I like to think of him as an old man. He hobbles around his kingdom very slowly. He can go one step at a time. So this king that's on e4 can move on ranks, files, or diagonally, so long as it's one step. So this king on e4 has 8 different choices. He can go diagonally, he can go sideways, diagonally down, even backwards. So this king has 8 different moves. Let's go ahead and practice moving the king. I know kings can go one step, and now so do you, so I will move the king to d5. If the king is on d5, where could the king go again? Well, he has a lot of choices, but if you chose d6, absolutely correct. Also, he could have gone to any of these squares one step away. Now, kings can capture the same way they move. So while they move one step at a time, they also capture one step at a time in any direction. If we put a black rook here on e6, the white king can capture by moving diagonally one square. If we have a game that looks like this, we'll put a rook on d8 and a rook on f7. Which rook can the king capture if it were white to move? Well, we know kings can go one step and they capture in one step, so this king can capture the rook on f7. The rook on d8 is too far away. That would take 2 turns for the king to get there. So king takes f7 is a very nice move. Let's get rid of the rook for a moment. What if we wanted this king to end up on g5 and I gave you 2 turns to do it? What would be a good first move so that on the second move the king can reach g5? And here's g5. I'll put a little marker on it. Well, we know kings can go one step at a time, so in order to get to g5, we first have to get to a square that's adjacent to it, that touches it. So the king actually has 2 choices on the first move. He can either play king f6 or king g6, and then on his second move, both squares will allow him to reach g5. The other thing I want to tell you about the king, and we'll touch more on this later when we have a video about check and checkmate, but for right now what I want to tell you is that kings can never, ever be put in danger. He is the leader of your army. He's the most important piece. It is your job to keep your king safe. So you can never put your king onto a square that an enemy piece is aiming at. So for example, if we put a rook here on d8, this king would not be allowed to go to d6 or d5 or d4, because we know rooks can move on ranks and files, and this rook is aiming all the way down the d file, controlling those squares. If you were to play a game and your opponent did try to play the move king d5, what you should do is politely tell your partner that that's an illegal move. You cannot put your king in danger, to take it back and try again. So let's summarize the king. Kings are old men and they go one step at a time in any direction. They can move on ranks, they can move on files, and they can move diagonally. Kings capture the same way they move, so they can capture one step away. And remember, the king is the most important piece in your army, the most important piece in the kingdom, and you have to keep your king safe. You are never allowed to put your king in danger, or another way of saying that is you are never allowed to put your king in check. As a general rule of thumb, I try to put my king behind my pieces so they can act as protectors to keep the leader safe. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Subscribe to our channel to stay updated on new videos. Find links to our apps in the comments below.